and I think I speak for the vast majority statistically of Americans. Then you got Cuomo. Holy cow, dude. Really? Take a seat at this point. Embattled sexual harassment allegations, court findings, all sorts of stuff. You just can't let it go of this older white guy who doesn't want to let go of the past for people to now inherit the future. Move aside. And the only reason why he's getting so much support is because people don't want to support Mamdani. And then you look at the Republicans, it's the typical, we have nobody who has any worth of experience or ability to either run the city. If they were ever elected, they would never know what to do. And you know what? Let's just throw a bunch of spaghetti against the wall from someone who at least people know who he is, at least in New York City, not outside of New York City. And so what is he doing? He's probably causing the loss of Cuomo, the mainstream candidate, even though somewhat disgraced, from Mamdani, the extreme candidate, because he's going to split the vote. He's taking the independent votes. He's taking the people who don't want Mamdani to go to Cuomo, and it's just going to split it. So Mamdani will win by a few points, at least at the way it looks at the election we're right now while we're taping. We'll see what happens on Tuesday. But I'll tee up for you guys to say the Saturday Night Live episode, because there is the cold open. There is another factor. There is another person ostensibly in this race, at least in his own mind, and that is...
Well, that would have to be, it's all about me, the best president. There's never been a president as good as me. Everyone's saying it, just saying, I'm going to take George Washington down off of Mount, and I'm going to put myself up there. Mount Rushmore, here I come. That guy?
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, that's John.
This is New York City is now going to become the focal point of, if Mamdani wins, of how bad the Democrats are. That's what you're going to hear from MAGA. This is just more divisive than anything before. I mean, it's just this is what's so frustrating about both sides, Democrats and Republicans.
I agree.
You can't find, for God's sake, someone in the middle who wants to cater to every American. Why do you have to find only the extremes in both sides?
Well, in this case, maybe they found one in Cuomo, but can you find one who's not a serial philanderer and abused people and there's got to be somebody who espouses the middle of the road, who isn't a criminal. Just, come on. John?
Let me use one of my favorite Southernisms to give a big salute to our colleague, Mr. Zaid, for that rant. God damn, son.
Damn, Sam.
Is there anything quite like a New Yorker getting fired up talking about New York? It's just, I feel like I'm listening to the fan. I will hang up and listen. But I will say this. The problem with this is, and Mark hit it, I don't have much to add. He nailed it. The left of center base of the Democratic Party, which Clinton and Obama really turned on, and Biden really got out in big numbers, that where this race is in New York and where it's probably going to end up with Mamdani as mayor of New York, that's not where their base is. They think a lot it's where the party is, and that's the problem with Democrats. The party is way over there with Mamdani, but it's not where their left of center base in Huntersville, North Carolina, or out here in Loudoun County in Virginia. That's not where those folks are, and they can't speak to the rest of the country because they're busy falling in love with Mamdani.
All right, let's end.